Welcome to the Gear Slum, your one-stop shop for all things guitar culture nonsense. I'm Aaron.
I have a game.
I'm Cole.
We slum it hard, so Phil has a game. You don't
Proud
have
of you,
to.
Phil.
Perfect.
Perfect. So the new Dashboard Confessional songs are
Everywhere.
both reminiscent of the early music and also not. So reminiscent in that they are just him and an acoustic guitar and no like band.
Oh wait, are these the ones that came out? They came out a little while ago, right?
One came out. One was released like a month or so, maybe two ago, and the other one just came out like last week.
Oh, because they put out some songs. I feel like last year or something.
Yeah, so I think he like redid a bunch of stuff. Anyway, it wasn't good, but he's been writing a new album for a while, and the new album they've released two like singles from it.
Yeah, and they're touring. Right?
Yeah, he's
Soon?
doing the he's doing
What is it? Who's he touring with?
he's doing the Vagrant thing, and he's also on
Yeah.
the When We Were Young thing, and then I think he's touring with Jimmy Eat World, maybe.
That's what it is. Because I've seen,
Yeah.
my friend.
Yeah, there was
texted me
another
that.
one besides When We Were Young that was like
Is doing those three things.
fun.
So I don't know if you guys remember
But
this,
Jimmy
but
Eat World's also playing that. But anyway, the songs are good. Listen to them because they're like they sound like the old stuff, but the lyrics aren't about like high school romance. They're like grown up and interesting.
then
anyway,
Phil is
about
not
middle-aged.
interested.
I really
Romance.
like them. I like them both. Well, he like nearly died,
What did you say?
and he also don't worry about it. It's not for you to. It's for me to know and you to find out. You know how people would say that back in the day? That's for me to know and you to find out.
Yeah.
But they would only say it about things they didn't want you to find out.
Yeah, like
Right.
if it's for me to find out, then tell me.
Yeah, tell me because I'm here now.
It's the easiest way for me to
ready
find out.
Find it out.
I would love
Like
to
if that's
find
what
out.
it's
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. That's why I asked you about it.
exactly. Then our goals are aligned. It appears.
Yes. You know, I would like to find out.
So not only
finding out.
so Dashboard Confessional played here. Oh man, it's been a while. But my friend had he had VIP tickets, and his wife got sick, so he took me instead,
Oh,
and it included a pre-concert backstage performance, and we got to like take pictures with him. I'm sure I talked about it when it happened, and that would have been like in the super early days of the podcast, I bet. But I was standing like 3 feet away from Chris Carraba
Caraba.
while he was
Wait.
singing songs to me, and
And tell to you. Was
Yep.
he like making eye contact with you
yeah,
specifically?
he is extremely short.
He's
I
little,
was
yeah.
okay. So yeah, a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, saw him backstage
Friend of mine.
at a different concert. The Dashboard dude was at a concert just attending to watch,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Holy crap, this guy is very, very small. Like
Yeah.
not just short, but like, because am I correct? He does not look like a short person.
No,
No, he's
like proportionally, it's like he's scaled down to like
Yes.
80% or something.
Well, if you look at him like holding a guitar, it's like it looks like he's playing massive guitars.
It looks like he's playing like some jumbo, and it's
yeah,
actually
he's just got jumbo guitars, but no.
I'll find the photo that I took standing next to him, and I am significantly taller than him, and I am not a very tall. I mean, I'm like 5'10", so I'm just normal
Okay,
height.
so
You know
there's
how athletes have to like list their height and stuff. I wish everyone had to do that, so you would just always know how tall people are.
So there's so the guys that I work out with, We take pictures for every
You can
workout.
call them your boys. It's okay.
My boys. So one of the gentlemen that I work out with used to play for the 49ers, and he is a very large man.
What?
And in the pictures,
what's this man's
it always
name?
looks like his name is Jason Tenner. And in the picture, in any picture with him, it always looks like we're his children, or like he's the coach and we're like the little league team. Like he's just.
How tall is he?
He's actually, I mean, I don't know. He's probably like maybe only 6'5", but he's not just tall. He's like,
yeah, he's big.
He's just big. And so like,
he's big and tall.
I'm on the taller side, but then there are some guys who are like much smaller than me. And so like when we're all like standing,
you're very tall, aren't you, Phil?
No, I'm like 6 feet. That's like,
just 6 foot straight.
Just
vanilla.
Straight up, just head row 6 feet.
Straight up and down.
Wait, straight up. Now tell me, are we gonna? I forget how that goes. Never mind.
Skip.
Right.
Skip. You can't just say skip.
Love me forever.
Yeah. Or am I caught in a
strategy.
hit and run?
I gotta find this.
Straight up now, tell me.
Is it gonna be you and me together? Together.
No. Or are we just having fun?
That's how it goes, right?
Yeah.
That's a Paula Abdul song, right?
Anyways. Yep.
Wrong, because I said Paul Abdul and you said yes, and I
Dude, what if your name was Paul Abdul? Oh, I found it. I found the picture.
Paul
Okay, 20...
Abdul
of somebody named Paul Abdul.
Yeah, I found this dude named Paul. He's on LinkedIn. He's a product manager.
Sounds like a software engineer to me.
Okay, you tell me. He's not. It is weird how he. Yeah, he doesn't seem as short if you just look at him in isolation as he actually is.
Who are we?
Chris Carabo.
You're looking in the chat.
You found your picture. I'm looking at the chat. Chris.
Oh yeah,
that
he's
is
small.
Chris Carabo.
Taking his time. Is it? Is it the? Oh, there we go. Oh, geez. No, he looks tiny.
Yeah, he's very small, and he's got skinny jeans with like chicken legs. You know,
He's an extra small. Is what he is.
yeah.
Yes, not.
He's
just,
a tall.
Remember?
He's a tall.
Demi. He's a demi.
Isn't it funny that like there was like a very short period in the when we were young days.
That is funny.
Where it was called girl jeans. And
well,
then
it's
it quickly
because
stopped being called girl jeans.
No, that's because they would literally buy jeans marketed for girls and wear them. They were girl jeans. And then they started making them like with men's tags on them.
Well, and they were
they're also super low cut.
For a while it was called girlfriend jeans because guys were like literally taking their girlfriend's clothes and putting them on.
Yeah, jeans.
Jeans. Aaron, jeans.
Why are you being vague about which article of clothing they're taking? It's obviously the jeans. We're talking about the jeans.
They call it girlfriend jeans because guys would take their girlfriend's, clothes.
Their vestments.
They'd take their jeans. You can say jeans.
They're collateral. Cole, you're taller. What's happening in this picture? Because you do not look much taller than him. But
it's like a Gandalf thing. It's a trick of perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his smile is larger than
everywhere.
life.
It's beautiful, is what it is. Okay, you can say.
Who is
it.
the woman?
That's Tony's
Whoa,
sister.
Whoa, Tony Soprano.
Name a woman.
One of her musical quirks, I should say.
Her name is Wonifer.
She is hilarious, but she is obsessed with Counting Crows, or the Counting Crows, as I almost just called them and usually call them. And the Imagine Dragons. But she will
to be obsessed with.
She will I know. She'll like follow them on tour, like people do with Fish or Grateful Dead or whatever. So she'll follow them and see them like 10 times on a given tour. Counting Crows, guys.
Counting Crows.
Like
That's
Mr. Jones and Me, you know?
Yeah.
It's Counting
like-
Crows, right?
Yeah, it is. I just call them the Counting Crows, and I will
I'm
never
just
stop.
kidding.
But-
Is it Counting Crows or is it Counting Crows?
Oh, Counting Crows? Question mark?
It's Counting Crows.
Counting Crows. Counting Crows.
It depends. Is it one word or is it 2 words?
It's 2, obviously. Counting and then crows.
It's a band name. It could be whatever.
Is
they
it
want.
Counting Blue Cars? So I love Counting Crows, right? They're great.
Sure.
But
Okay.
it's a weird band to be obsessed with. Like,
Sure,
I can't
yeah.
imagine having super strong feelings about Counting Crows.
I can't imagine having any feelings about Counting Crows.
Other than just like, they're great, right? Yeah, they're
Not
awesome.
Even that. Just
Yeah,
like,
it's not. I'm
I
not
am
saying
aware
they're
that they
bad.
exist.
I'm just saying like they're not.
Yeah, like I probably like
worthy.
I like them more than your average person. You know,
like them like what I find to be a distastefully
even yeah,
large amount.
even my level is unpleasant to you.
Like if you anyone who just expresses that they like them, I'm like, okay, calm down. That's
It's a little
bit
much.
Well, so I'm trying to think of another band that would be like on the same level, because it's like we're talking about fame.
Dude,
but
you can't even get on their
do they
level.
even have a? Do they have maybe one top 20 hit?
No, they have
Paradise
many.
and put up a parking lot.
No, they have Counting Crows had like the one CD had like
geez.
4 number
I'm
one
thinking,
hits.
Holy crap! I
You're
was thinking
thinking
of
of
the Black Crows the
the
whole
Black
time.
Crows.
Oh, you dork! Which
The whole
Which
time.
they
had a
are the
couple
band
hits,
that-
too.
they were the band that I saw live when I went and saw Letterman, and I was very disappointed by it. Yeah, Counting Crows, they have. Let's see.
All
their
right,
top-
don't Google it. Don't look. Spell the Black Crows. Spell it.
THE space
Okay.
BLACK
Mm-hmm.
space CROWS.
Wrong.
Incorrect. There's an E in crows.
Yeah, it's a weird. I don't know why that is. Is it someone's
Is it
name
like,
or something?
It's like Cameron. They're named after Cameron Crowe, maybe. Like,
Is his
Like
name
the
spelled with an E?
Beatles?
yeah,
Yeah, but it's like, but that's because it has beat.
yeah. It's got to be like a reference to something, right? Or maybe they're just like, this
Yeah.
sounds.
So now, do you know who we're talking about, Phil? Counting Crows, the Counting Crows.
The dude, I'm a great guitar and sing this. That guy.
Yeah, yeah. It's not
He,
pretty little thing. Let me let you kind of mama. I'm so
Mama,
hot.
I'm
I don't
so
know.
on the night. It's around.
Right. It's not the band who loves weed. It's the other band who really loves weed.
Yeah.
They're like, and their lead singer is weirdly. He's like very, racially ambiguous, but he has
Yeah.
huge. He has huge dreadlocks, so it's like
Wait, didn't
he
always
looks
have,
like he looks like he's white, but he's not. He doesn't look white enough that you would
Right.
accuse him of cultural appropriation or whatever.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But didn't he always have, and he was living in a time when a lot of white dudes had dreads, so like that was
Mhm.
like maybe a thing.
It was definitely
But,
more
like-
socially acceptable back then than it is now. But I don't think
Yes.
he's white. Well, now I'm like googling him. To
No,
find
he's
out.
not. He definitely is not. But like, was he the
Adam
one who would like?
Puddin Ahn Duritz.
Adam Duritz.
Was he the, was he the one who would like? For some reason, I feel like I've seen his like midriff more times than I would like to.
Like he just wore really small shirts.
Yeah, like
No.
he would sing, and his shirt would be like.
He would lift his hands up a lot. Is that the thing?
Is that
You're
what it
thinking?
was?
No, you're thinking of someone else. He
Are you?
he wore very normal sized shirts.
I.
Oh, he has Russian Jewish ancestry.
I knew he was Jewish.
It's kind of like, is that?
You know what? You know what? You know what?
He-
Counting Crows are
It
like.
kind of reminds me of Slash, right? They both have like over the top hair, you know.
No,
and are kind of-
Slash wears his hair under the top.
Hey, ooh.
You know how like so people have like an
Phil's
like
Googling Adam Duritz midriff while we're
I know.
talking.
I already
No,
did, and nothing
I'm
came up.
not.
I did, nothing came up. So like people around the country have like an
Your
idea,
wife's gonna be like, "What is up with your search?"
like a stereotypical idea of what people from San Francisco are like, right?
Yeah.
And but then
Yes.
like Counting Crows are what people from San Francisco are actually like.
Yeah. Dude, just Google this dude. This guy has some wild looks. Just Google Adam Duritz and look at the image search results.
Oh yeah.
He is all over the map, dude.
Yeah, his hair does not look real because it goes so far down on his forehead.
Yeah.
Like you're
It looks like a helmet. Some of them do. Maybe these are
So-
Adam Duritz shaves off. Oh, this article is about how he shaved him off. So maybe he wears like a fake thing just for fun.
Holy crap!
pretending.
Jeez, these
Because it was his
pictures are
actual
wild.
hair at one point.
How long
And
did
he
he date
apparently
Jennifer Aniston for?
he dated Jennifer Aniston. Dude,
Yeah, for a while.
musicians. Oh man, musicians, man. Like at least the Coldplay guy is like a good-looking guy or whatever.
Yeah.
This
It's
dude
so
looks like
funny.
he has hygiene problems.
The
Is that
relationship
like,
Yeah.
went south when she realized she was Julia Roberts and she was married to Lyle Lovett.
What's funny is it looks like so many of these pictures, way more of the pictures of him when you do the image search, way more pictures than not look like he's wearing a costume. You know,
exactly.
Yeah,
there's like
he's
a
not
couple
his
pictures
hair.
where he looks like
it's
a
like
normal
somebody
human being.
cosplaying as Adam Duritz.
yes.
It's like Eric Andre wearing an Adam Duritz wig.
Exactly, dude. He really does look so much like Eric Andre. Oh my gosh.
Oh man. Do
Dude.
you okay, Aaron, I think we've talked about this before. The movie PC.
Biodome.
I'm vaguely
Close.
familiar with that.
PC.
PCU?
So PCU.
Okay.
PCU.
I was like, or was this a different one? Okay.
Okay, PCU. Now, Jon Favreau, who was not famous at the time,
Mm-hmm.
but has a supporting role in the movie PCU,
Yeah.
and
He's like the
100%.
Dean's, like lackey, right?
he's just like the stoner friend. And
Okay.
100%. He had in his mind, I'm gonna be Adam. I'm gonna harness Adam Duritz. Like that is like what he was going for. Now Google it. Google Jon Favreau.
I like how you say Duritz, by the way.
How should I say it?
Duritz.
Duritz.
Didn't I say that?
You said Duritz, like putting on
Like
Duritz.
putting on
Well,
Duritz.
that's how Aaron said it. Like,
Yeah, he
Duritz.
imprinted it on you.
Adam.
So wait, Jon Favreau PC?
PCU.
That's what I'm looking up?
Jon Favreau, PCU.
All right. let me look
PCU,
this up,
pal.
too.
Oh, dude, holy crap. He looks
Right?
ridiculous.
There's too many
Oh,
vowels
man.
in his name. No
That's
offense.
French. Favreau.
He also kind of looks like just like a chunkier version of what's his name? Oh, from
Gronk?
no. Oh my gosh, I lost it and now it's dumb. Like Brendan Fraser in Encino
Oh.
Man.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he kind of does.
Like his hair doesn't look like dreadlocks so much as it just looks like a bunch of joints.
yeah.
He's got
Joints
the under,
made out of
the
hair.
underbuzz. Oh, I was thinking of. Wait, I don't think I know who anybody is in that movie.
In Encino Man?
in PCU.
or PCU. So there's Jon Favreau, and then there's Jeremy Piven,
And he's also not the Dean's lackey.
David Spade.
It is David Spade. Okay.
Weird.
Is John Lithgow in that movie?
Gary,
It's John Lithgow, first of all, Aaron.
Gary Busey's
I'm asking about
son.
John Lithgow, not
Oh,
Lithgow.
sorry. It's spelled Geau.
Yes.
Jake Busey.
There's a Jake Busey?
Jake Busey
Yeah,
is Gary
dude.
Busey's son.
You didn't know about Jake Busey?
Sorry. That's
And
my bad, guys.
more often than not, Jake Busey plays the crazy person. In any
Obviously.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like who you get when you can't get Matthew Lillard.
Dude, he's in some weird stuff. Oh, he's
Jake
in
Busey.
Stranger Things. Okay. That's where
Dude,
I
Jake
recognize him
Busey-
from.
Jake Busey was in Starship Troopers.
Yeah, he was.
Heck yeah, dude.
Dude, he looks like a mix between Gary Busey and like Owen Wilson.
Yes. Yes.
He looks different depending on like the
Yeah.
time.
He's another one. If you Google image him.
That's just because
all
he's
over
a
the
great
map.
thespian.
No,
He
like
is?
sometimes he looks like a psychopath, and sometimes you're like, hey, that's like a handsome, normal.
Yeah,
dude.
he just looks like a surfer dude or whatever.
He is a master thespian.
Yeah. I believe it.
How did this man date Jennifer Aniston? This is nuts.
He just asked, probably.
Dude,
No, maybe yeah,
he just took out his gray guitar and sang.
and played.
Okay.
Nice. Same.
If you Google Jake Busey
played.
images, one of the
Is it
like
played?
suggestions is Dexter Holland, because apparently they look a lot alike.
Dexter Holland.
There's this picture of
Puddin Ahn Duritz.
there's this picture of who's the dude that was in Silicon Valley and then he like kind of got in trouble with stuff. And he
T.J.
wasn't on it
Miller.
anymore. Yeah, there's a picture of T.J. Miller, Jake Busey, and Dexter Holland like all next to each other, like in a collage.
Jeez.
They kind of all look alike.
Yes. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Yeah, they look weirdly alike. And you know who else they look like? You know who else Jake Busey looks like is the freaking, why did I forget? Oh, Dexter.
Josh Homme.
No, the lead singer of The Offspring.
That's Dexter Holland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
the three of them.
he does look way like, yes, okay.
Yeah.
I was hung up on TJ Miller.
Oh, yeah.
TJ Miller looks less like those two.
Yeah, he does.
I've been rewatching Silicon Valley. That show's so good.
Yeah,
And it
it's
is-
really good.
He was one of those weird cancellations that was like a half cancellation kind of.
Yeah, because then he's like,
Like-
you're not in our show anymore, but you're going to be in a bunch of movies now.
Well, but also like the allegations. Well, apparently he chose to leave Silicon Valley
Oh, yeah.
because he was going to be in movies and stuff.
Oh,
But like the allegations against him were just that he was kind of a jerk.
yeah. Mm.
There weren't like specific, like it was just he was kind of a jerk and was dismissive of a lot of people or whatever.
Right. It's not the same as like there's canceled and then there's like
Yeah,
like the old
just
school
like
Hollywood
put
like
on hiatus.
right.
I think so. Now I'm like, I better go Google this before I get canceled. Oh, there were actual sexual assault. Okay, ugh, never mind. Take back what I said.
Apparently,
Ugh.
he like called
Was a big
911
deal.
and told them that some lady on a train had a bomb in her bag.
Yikes.
Ooh.
Okay, when your controversies and legal issues section of Wikipedia starts with Uber assault incident, that's not a good
Right.
not a good sign. Amtrak bomb threat. Okay, I take back everything I said. This guy
But
should
it's,
be
it's
legit.
not
Wait,
like
everything, Cole.
I mean, he's great in Silicon Valley. It's really funny.
He's got a lot of yucks in
Uh,
that show.
Have you guys watched that show?
I have.
Heck yeah, dude.
So when he's like, does that you speak to me? You speak to someone that way on the transom of their own home? It's like we are
Hey.
in here keeping streaming media alive of a man who's about to drink his own urine,
Yeah, Erlich Bachman.
keeping
was
it
a
online
good character.
for millions of Filipinos. Does that sound like foolishness to you? Oh man.
Eric Bachman.
Also, Jin Yang was
Eric
like really
Bachman.
funny
Yes.
because of their
Funny.
interactions together. He was still funny later on, but not in
Yeah.
the same way.
No, it is the two of them that are like
Yeah.
super super funny.
Not now, Jin Yang. He's sad and
Special
old.
occasion. Speaking of
You know what we should do now?
speaking
The
of good
game?
jokes, yeah.
Let's do it. Oh, there's
Game
a
is-
whole
This game is sponsored by Counting Crows.
the Counting Crows.
Dude, I want to start a band called The Counting Crows and see if I get.
Yeah, what are they gonna do?
You don't.
I had a
own
friend
the words
who
counting and crows.
I had a friend who called it the his favorite dad joke, and it was whenever whatever band name had the at the beginning, he would leave it off, and if it didn't have a the, he would add
Good
it.
at it. Yeah.
And it was a very subtle thing that he would do, and he knew that there were some people that it would like
It'd drive me
Yeah,
nuts.
very angry. So the Slipknots was one of his favorite ones.
So on
because-
Jeopardy, if something like if the response has a the in it, like it's a title of something and it's like the
Yeah.
blank, you can say it without the and it's correct. Or if you add
Seriously?
if you add the to something, it's still also correct.
But then
What
that
if
one guy who said Gangster's Paradise instead of Gangsta's Paradise, they said was wrong. Remember that?
Correct. Yes.
That
That's
why?
crap.
Because it's not
Wow.
called Gangster's Paradise. It's
It was
Gangster's
pretty great
Paradise.
though, because he initially they said it was right, and then they came back and he was like, "The judges are, they told me in my ear that actually you don't get those points."
Yeah.
It was kind of bullcrap.
I mean, he'd
That
been
is bull crap.
spending most of his life
Exactly.
living in that paradise.
You can tell.
Well, clearly he was not spending most of his life.
I really hate to trip, but I got a loke. As they croak, I see myself in the pistol smoke.
Dude,
Fool,
I have
I'm the kind of G the little homies want to be like, on my knees in the night, saying prayers in the streetlight.
dude, I could
That's good
okay,
stuff.
wait, how's it start? I could do the whole
As I walk,
first.
Through the valley.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left because I've been blasting and what is it?
You didn't even
made
make
it.
it to
You
the
made it
third
real
line,
far.
Even though
Phil.
Mama
Real
thinks that my
far.
mind is gone,
Is
But
that
I
as
ain't
far as
never-
you can get?
but
Okay.
I ain't never something a man that didn't deserve it. You be treated like a chump, you know that's unheard of. You better start walking when you're talking, or you and your homies might be lined in chalk. I really
As I
hate to-
walk through the valley where I harvest my grain, I take a look at my
No.
wife and realize,
Realize
she's very
really
plain. But that's just perfect for an omelet like me. You know, I shun fancy things like electricity.
Okay, let's do your game, Phil.
Okay. Okay.
I don't want to hear you poorly recite lyrics anymore.
And I've
I'm-
been
you know
milking
what?
and plowing so long that,
That was
even
a-
Ezekiel thinks that my mind is gone.
That was a B plus at least.
That was not good.
It was
Because
not
you're
good
like-
enough to justify
You're
doing
like, I
it.
could go so far.
If you were going to do it, you
Like,
had to
what's-
have done a
what's
lot
the
better than
13th
that.
word? What's the 13th
Yeah.
word of this? Verse?
You know what, Aaron? If you
Yeah.
wouldn't interrupt me, I think I'd be fine.
All right.
Okay.
Do we need to run back the tape and see if he interrupted you before you got to the line you messed up on?
Yeah. Yeah.
Phil?
Yeah. We don't have the technology to run back the tape, but if we did,
Also, let's just give Weird Al his flowers real quick.
yeah, let's do it.
Weird Al, here's your flowers. You're amazing.
Weird Al, we know you don't get enough credit in the 50 years you've been doing this, but hey, you done good, son. Okay. It's that time again. Everyone's favorite international game. Guess that pedal review. The first review is as follows. Walt 523. This is a 5-star review titled What the Blues Get This Pedal. Said too much. United Kingdom, January 21st, 2021. wonderful creamy sound comes from the brand name, but it's not just blues, although it's transparent. Turning the drive up makes it really cut. I use the drive knob at about 2 o'clock for that nice 70s rock sound and dial it back for a bluesy kind of feel. Actually, from 0 to 2 o'clock is fantastic. Can get a bit rowdy after that, but still a great sound. I've used it as a boost, lead, and on its own, and using the brand name as a boost on top of that. And it sounds fantastic. It's probably Pedal Brand's most popular pedal, and I can see why.
Is it a blues driver?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's not?
No, it is
Is it a
not.
blues
No,
breaker?
It is not. No, it is not.
Is it some
Come
blues
on, guys.
breaker clone?
Is it Prince of Tone? King of Tone?
No. No.
Is it like, do you know if it's a blues breaker clone?
This pedal is not usually talked about as a blues breaker clone.
Okay.
It's a well-known pedal though.
It is a well-known pedal.
Is it
Is it JHS?
full drive?
It is
Full-tone
not
full drive?
JSS. It is not fa.
Jesus. Is it boutique?
No.
Is
Definitely
it
not.
boutique?
No.
It's not boutique. So is it like a freaking
Is it Boss? Is
Soul
it
Food?
SD1?
No.
is it soul food? Is it EHX?
Is it
Yes,
a Boss?
it's a Soul
Oh, it
Food.
is.
Hey!
69 points for Cole.
Booyah!
So, okay,
Wait, but you
Tell
said
me.
it's not boutique.
it's not.
It's like
I know.
$50.
Yeah.
Why do they
Um,
still like? I don't get why people still argue that EHX pedals are made in the USA when they're
What
so
do they
clearly
say?
not.
Built in the USA or something?
They're like assembled, maybe. I think they're probably just like tested in the USA or something.
But I wonder, like, how do they say it, or do they not?
I'm sure that. Well, they definitely don't say made in the USA
Yeah.
because that's like
maybe
a
they're
legal.
designed. Can they say design? I'm sure they could say
I
design.
mean, people
like iPhones.
still talk about them as it on the same level as like handmade boutique pedals. You know,
You guys,
Yeah. I think if you're
guess
like,
how much this pedal weighs?
how much it weighs?
It says made in the USA.
454 grams.
All right. It's cool.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, so why did this guy say that it is a? He never says Klon once, but he says
yeah, that is kind of weird.
But what
but
does
he
he
talks
say?
about blue. What is
Not just for blues, he said.
yeah? But then he says, what was the thing I skipped?
Did he say this is this company's most known pedal?
Just blues, although it's transparent. Where was it?
That's such a hilarious. That'd be like somebody who started paying attention to pedals in 2017 or something.
Yeah. It's their
I mean,
most
okay,
famous
but
pedal.
like,
Yeah, it said something about this brand's.
Yeah. Most
a
well
bluesy
known.
kind of feel, actually, just rowdy, but boost lead using EX.
Bruce Lee?
EHX East River Drive as a boost on top of it, and it sounds fantastic. Transparent pedal.
What are we
What's the thing I
doing now?
skipped?
What right now? What are we looking for?
I'm trying to find the part where, like,
Where you thought he was like alluding to the origins of the circuit or something?
yes, because he just says blue. Oh, he says bluesy a bunch of times.
Hmm.
He calls it
I mean, that's
says
fair. Like
70s
the
rock
Klon is
sound.
definitely used for like blues stuff
Yeah, that's true.
a lot, or that those guys love it, whatever,
Right.
for whatever reason,
Sure.
and they're like talk about it all the
Okay.
time. I don't know.
I've been talking for the last minute and I was muted.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
It's weird that he says he used
You're
the
saying
East
cool
River
things.
Drive as a boost in conjunction with this too.
Right. I thought that was weird too.
Isn't the
Why?
East River Drive like a?
It's a tube screamer.
It's a tube screamer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah. Why is
All right.
that? That's the.
Oh
boost?
wait, my mic changed.
Yeah. It sounds like your mic changed.
Balls. Has it been
Yeah.
using my bad mic the whole time?
No. Now it sounds like you're using like your laptop mic.
Watch your mouth, Cole.
Now what does it sound like?
Now it sounds.
Now it sounds fantastic.
Maybe
Is
it
that
did
how it
sound bad
sounded
the
at the
whole time.
beginning?
Oh no.
I can't remember now,
Oh crap!
but it must have because I noticed that it sounded bad
okay.
like just a minute ago.
Okay. Next review is by Von
I guess
Bach.
we'll never know. Mm-hmm.
This is a 4-star review titled Quality Overdrive Sounds. Reviewed in the United States, November 12th, 2020.
Wait,
like
Phil,
this
are you
pedal.
aware of this? There's a documentary series on Hulu called "The Curse of Von Dutch,"
No.
a brand to die for.
What?
Yeah. Anyway, I saw that and I thought of you, and then you said something
Color me intrigued.
just now that sounded like Von Dutch, and that made me think of it. Anyway,
Why is it the brand to die for?
I don't know, because something happened, like someone died.
Well, I
This
don't have
chronicles
Hulu.
the unbelievable true story behind the rise and fall of the 2000s most iconic fashion trend. In the epic, character-driven saga, Venice Beach surfers, gangsters, European garmentos, and Hollywood movers and shakers all vie for control of the infamous brand, pushing it from obscurity to one of the most recognizable labels on earth. After a decade of backstabbing, greed, and bloodshed, their lives
Yikes.
and pop culture will never be the same.
Ooh. Okay.
Von Dutch.
All right.
Episode 1, Who Created Von Dutch? Episode 2, The Art of War. Episode 3, Von Douche.
It's really called Fun. Oh, because it's a current show.
Yeah.
Episode 4, How
Von
to
Douche.
Make Friends and Influence People.
How to pair a cap with your True Religion jeans.
Ooh. Bedazzled jeans.
Should I know what
Okay.
Von Dutch is? Was that a Christian thing?
No,
No.
it was like a really popular, like, kind of like bro thing. Like, but they were like trucker hats that just said Von Dutch on them, and they would sell them at
Oh.
like Bloomingdale's
Yeah.
for like $100 or something.
It was back in the punked days.
It was like the Dick's Sporting Goods hats are now. Is it, or Bass Pro Shop?
Correct.
Except these
Yes.
were like, it was more
Designer.
like the Ed Hardy shirt of like
Yeah,
of
yeah.
caps.
It was very yes. They were kind of parallel, right? Like
yeah,
timeline wise.
yeah.
Okay, here we go.
It was pre-affliction.
4-star review.
You can buy one right now for $89, just so you know.
Tight. Quality Overdrive Sounds, reviewed in the United States on November 12th, 2020. I like this pedal. It's sitting next to my Waza BD2W on my pedal board. The blank handles the mild overdrive sound I need for soloing. I'm doing mostly jazz pop. It's a really good pedal style. And
Oh, that was just,
the
it's a really
three-way
good.
toggle, the three-way toggle is totally useful, even if I
Totally.
don't understand what it's doing.
Oh yeah.
It sounds good. So that's what I need. The reason I give it 3 stars, that's weird because it's 4 stars. The reason I give it 3 stars for value, for money, is that I recently bought a Donner Blues Drive for $29. The blank is 100 more, but certainly doesn't sound like 100 more or better. The Donner build quality, at least on the outside, appears to be every bit as good as the pedal. So why is the pedal 100 more? I can't hear it, but it does sound good.
Can't hear it.
And it is flexible. I guess I'll keep it. It's much smoother than the
Like a rubber
Tube Screamer and seems better suited to lower volume, and it's pretty.
Is it a Timmy?
It is! Holy crap.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah, because the three-way.
Oh, cool.
Is it the
Toggle.
MXR Timmy or like a regular
Yeah.
Timmy?
This happens to be the MXR Timmy.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
$129.
well, I figured because it was on Amazon that it was probably that one.
Yeah.
Shut up, Aaron.
Did you ever seen
All
in
right.
real life
Last
or
review.
played a Tim?
No. Aren't they really rare?
I think they're probably
In real life?
I think Steve
No,
had one
I've se-
for a
I've
while.
seen-
Steve Rao had one.
Yeah, I feel like we've known people who have had them.
Well, we know Steve, and Steve
What's
had
the
one.
difference between a Tim and a Timmy?
It's the overdrive and boost together. Oh, they're like, oh yeah, they're on sale for a lot.
So there's
on
not
reverb.
two switches, though. 2 foot switches, right?
On the Tim?
Yeah, there's a overdrive and a boost
Yeah. It's a big
Really?
box, double drive.
on the Tim, and there's like knobs like up on the top of it or something too, like the way that it's like, yeah. So it has like a effects loop and 2 different knobs up on the
Yeah.
like the back side top of the pedal, not the face, but
It's like very King of Tone-esque, and then the Timmy is like the Prince of Tone.
Right.
yeah. Except it's still handmade or whatever, or was for a long time.
Do you think
Wait, is
MXR
Prince
is
of
going to...
Tone handmade?
I don't think so. There's no way it is, because it's like $130 or something.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was like outsourced hand making,
What is the
Oh, maybe
over-under
so.
but
Made
that
by
MXR
tiny
is going to
children
come out with a
hands.
Tim?
it's not going to happen.
What did you ask,
What
Phil?
is the over-under that MXR is going to come out with a Tim
I
that
don't
is
think they
standard
would do that.
enclosure?
Like
Instead of
0.5.
mini.
The over under is 0.5.
I mean, the whole appeal of the Tim is the rarity of it, I think.
Mm,
I mean, I'm sure people like the boost, but I think I would think if they were going to do something like that, they would make like a Timmy Deluxe or something. Something
Yeah,
along
because
those lines.
honestly,
They
the
wouldn't call it
Tim
the
name,
Tim.
like Timmy, is way more recognizable than Tim. In fact, I bet
that's true.
like most
yes.
people don't even know what the Tim is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably accurate.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I'm 2 for 2 so far, just for the record.
The last review, come
Oh,
on,
yeah, you
Cole,
are.
where all of the viewer.
Dude,
are
they're all
rooting for
pulling
you.
for me.
The last review du jour is as follows. This is Rectified GTR's
Whoa.
5-star review. Classical overdrive and more for your tube amp! Exclamation point. March 1st, 2020. After looking at all the pedal style, plus using the pedal style on countless modeling software and hardware, Line 6, Fractal Audio, I decided to purchase this pedal to go with my Orange Brent Heinz Terror Lunchbox amp. On the Heinz Terror, I like to put the gain knob around 5 to 6.5. This is great for chunky rhythms, but leaves solos a bit lacking in my opinion. So I purchased the pedal style, pedal brand name. I purchased this pedal because of the 4 modes it has, which always leaves
Whoa.
you with more options. The pedal, as expected, doesn't disappoint and provides more than enough smoothness and warm overdrive for solos, especially on the neck pickup. The original mode boosts the mids, while the other modes add a little more bottom to the sound. Overall, a great purchase.
Normal mode.
It's not the Louisiana purchase, is it?
How'd you know?
Ah, dang. It's another overdrive.
The
Correct?
kilt. Is it like a
Yeah.
very classic pedal?
Yes.
Has 4 modes, it said?
Are the modes, is it 2 switches? Because the kilt had 2 switches so like, the 2 positions of each switch gives you 4 total. Is it that kind of thing, or how are the 4 modes chosen?
It is a rotating
A rotary girder?
Is
knob.
it is it a Walrus Audio Ages?
No.
I think that has 5 modes.
4 and there's a normal mode. It's a drive pedal, obviously.
Yeah.
So a single foot switch?
Hmm.
Is it like a standard enclosure, like a small single pedal enclosure?
Yep.
Oh, is it just a basic, like, not budget brand, but like middle of the, big box brand?
This is a brand we are all very familiar with.
That's not what I asked.
Yeah. Okay. It is big in
Not
the
boutique is
amount-
what I'm saying. Is it like
it is
Boss,
big in the amount of
EHX,
boxes.
TC
Yes.
Electronics?
It is big
Is
in
it
the amount of
Boss?
boxes. It is not.
Oh, is it TC Electronic?
No.
It's not the Mojo Mojo.
No. 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 No.
That's what I was thinking.
Is it
It's not
MXR?
boutique then?
It's not boutique. I'll tell you this: if you order it now, you'll get it by Tuesday.
from Amazon?
Doesn't tell me anything.
Is it it's not MXR?
It is not MXR.
Is it
Oh, is it the
Dunlop?
turbo tube screamer?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
TS9 DX or whatever?
TS9DX. Holy crap! Cole.
Dude. I had one of those for a long time, actually. And it has, like, the normal mode is just the TS9 mode, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
evidently. Let the record show that Aaron most of the time smokes Cole every
I don't want the
single
record to
time.
show that. Why are we focusing on that? Of all
Yeah,
things,
let the record
And
show
yet-
that, please.
And,
Oh.
and
Today of
yet,
all days, that needs to be
Today.
reiterated.
Cole freaking swept.
Heck yeah, dude. I liked that pedal, actually. That was on my board that had a million TC Electronic pedals. And
Now
then
tell me
just-
this. So Cole, maybe you know, I'm sure Aaron, you know the answer too. I don't know. The difference between the tube screamer with the 3 knobs and this one is the mode, and you're switching between turbo, hot, TS9 and TS9 Plus. Is that the
That's
so you're just
yes.
getting like different flavors of tube screamer?
Yeah, it's basically like different levels of drive.
So it's the same as the Shamrock or whatever the
You're thinking of the Bonsai,
yeah. Oh, sorry, the Bonsai, the
Mm-mm.
JHS.
the
That's basically what
Bonsai,
this is.
I should say.
I mean, maybe. I think the Bonsai has more stuff because it's like
It has maybe
different
one more click.
clones. Well,
Because
no,
it has,
it's like
I mean,
they're
it
all
has
like
a turbo in it, I think.
yeah, it has stuff that's more detached or further departed from a TS9 than these things.
I think honestly though, the turbo might be more detached than most of the stuff in the Bonsai.
But the Bonsai has like a Boss OD3 in it or something
Yeah,
too. Like it
it
has
has, like,
other
the-
things that are like not actually.
It has the
Tube
Keeley
Screamers.
and the JHS mods.
Yeah.
That is a cool, like, it's one of those pedal. The Bonsai is one that I really want to hate, but
Yeah,
it's a really good idea for a pedal.
Okay, but
Like, it's so unoriginal, but it's also like,
It's like a super original application to a very boring.
yeah.
thing.
The rat one is especially tempting, honestly.
okay, but so the
What's it
bonsai
called? The
is
rat
Or the
pad
owl,
something?
the one that the pack rat.
Pack rat.
Muffaletta is one that I still want.
Yeah, totally.
it would be
yeah,
cool
the-
to have those
The Tube
three.
Screamer one is like the least interesting of all of them.
Yeah.
So the Tube Screamer has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, the JHS
Bonsai,
bonsai
yeah.
has 9
Yeah.
flavors, so to speak, and the DX has 4. But like the DX is, I mean, this is saying on Amazon new it's 119, and the bonsai is 249.
So like
I don't know,
per
you're getting
yeah.
but you're getting a whole lot more though.
the two are very different. Like the TS9 DX is like a hot rodded Tube Screamer. The Bonsai has like a bunch of vintage kind of.
I would.
These are all like higher
wager-
gain than a normal Tube Screamer.
I would say the Bonsai is probably more versatile or has like more different sounds. But I've never played a turbo.
I don't think so, honestly. Like, because the hot you get a ton of gain on the turbo mode on the TS9. Like you get
Okay.
way more gain than you do on any of the Bonsai settings, I'm sure.
Yeah, it would be okay. It would be fun to hear like what is the freaking rowdiest you can get with each of those, and what is like the most like transparent.
Yeah, I mean you're probably right. I would say the Bonsai is probably like has the more like subtle differences between the modes probably.
Totally.
Because it has a
yes.
TS9 and an 808 next to each other. It's like, okay, how different can those really be? Like, I'm sure they're slightly different, but not enough to like.
They're like make him a little bit better, a little bit more Tube Screamer.
Yeah, it does have the
Dude.
MSL, which is the metal
So
version.
interesting.
It says.
There is a whole section on. Oh, it's because they would mod him on Analog Man's site about the TS9 DX.
Right.
And yeah, the plus mode sounds about 2 notches louder on the volume knob. The hot mode is like the plus mode, but seems to have even less distortion. Red LEDs are used in this mode, like the Marshall Governor, but not with enough power to light them up as much as in the Governor. And then turbo mode has the most volume and bass. The clipping diodes are basically removed, and the tone capacitor is now 40 times bigger than the original for tons of low end. So maybe the turbo mode doesn't have a ton of gain.
The turbo is probably. It sounds like what a lot of boutique guys do, where they're like,
Yeah.
"Here's the like, we're gonna lift the diodes, and it's the more open kind of sound."
Yeah, yeah. It's so funny to think of getting a TS9 DX, which has to be the least desirable model of actual Tube Screamers,
Yeah,
right?
and this is like technically
And get
a
it
reissue,
modded by
too.
Analog Man.
Oh, that's true. That is really funny. Check out this
So-
from Sweetwater. It says, "There's no single stomp box more famous than the Ibanez Tube Screamer." And then it says, blank, this person uses a TS9 for most of his overdrive tones. Who do you think that person is that they list like as their example of guitar?
Of who uses a
Players.
Tube Screamer?
Yep, a TS9.
It's not Stevie Ray Vaughan, I guess.
Nope.
It's a very famous
It's
guitarist.
a very famous guitar player.
Don't tell me Thedge.
It is.
Edge. Yes.
No, he
Like-
doesn't.
That's the person they choose.
That is so weird. As do countless other famous rock and blues players. Dude, what?
How weird is
Okay.
Edge. That's hilarious because simultaneously it's like weirdly like he's not popular enough. Like if you're gonna cherry pick one person, Like you'd think they would have chosen like freaking John Mayer or something. I guess he probably doesn't use tube screamers. That's just such a weird pull.
And people don't say I love the Edge for his
overdrive tones.
But I guess
exactly.
So the people buying this pedal are probably not like super into gear and like they don't know a lot about pedals, and so they're like,
true.
"Oh, that's a person that I've heard of."
Still though, like I want to meet the guy who wrote that copy.
Yeah, it's hilarious,
like, bro.
But check this out. This is another thing I wanted to say.
Everything in that is about the TS9. The entire 11 years after its reissue, the TS9 is still going strong.
Oh yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It was awarded
I
the
think they
first
just
guitar...
like copy and pasted it.
Yeah.
Let me throw this.
How did you guess Thedge so fast?
I don't know.
That was
why.
amazing.
So the Pack Rat is there's a Pack Rat on Reverb for $200, $10 shipping, and
that doesn't seem cheap enough. They're $250 new.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty new.
It's
so there's probably not a ton
new.
of used ones out there, but
this is the only used price. Or
still doesn't seem low enough to me.
There's way too much money.
But do you want it? That like do you even want that?
No, there's a couple. There's one for $219.
Yeah, the 290, right? But
there's not a lot. Obviously,
you want a Pack Rat? Do you like? Are you a rat? You want a bunch of rats or what?
Okay, this is weird. There must be some seller. Oh, it must be like Alto Music or something like that. Because if you look at the recent sales, there's like 5 that sell a day for $187
of the Pack Rat.
What?
Of the Pack Rat? Yeah, scroll down to the price guide or click on the price guide at the top.
Crazy.
There must be, and they're all $187. It must have been Alto Music because they sell used stuff on Reverb sometimes. But now there's none left, and they sold a ton. Like between the 23rd, or let's see, or between the 27th and 29th of January, they sold like 15 of them.
Wow!
So you missed your chance to get a Pack Rat for $187. Apparently, Phil.
With like $80 shipping.
No, that sold price that includes shipping.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Oh, actually, you know what? It doesn't. On the price guide, it does not include shipping, but it probably was reasonable shipping. I would bet that it was Alto Music. Honestly,
I wonder if it was like
scratch
with
and
the
dents
purchase of like a 30 pack of strings.
Yeah, something wrong with them, or
yeah. No, I've bought stuff from Alto Music before on there that was just used and it was in perfect condition. It's basically just returns, I think.
So in December of 2021, December 3rd to be exact, Paul Cochran, apparently, I missed this, announced or shared a Facebook post of a new version of the Tim pedal V3 that's supposedly coming out soon.
Oh, that's right.
It looks cool.
No flippin' way.
Yeah.
And?
Well, now you can get one for less than $1,000. Probably pretty soon.
Oh, okay. Less than 1,000. How much less?
I don't know, probably like
how
250.
Close to 8 o'clock are we starting?
I don't know how much he charges for them.
They're going to be exclusive to Humbucker Music, which is how the Timmy was for a long time, weren't they?
Oh, I don't know.
Or that was where I always bought.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to just do that, and then you don't have to worry about taking orders.
That's where they sold the Surf Green Timmy. It was on Humbucker. They're $259. It says they're expected April of 2022.
It's pretty
cool.
cool.
You can apparently. Oh, you can't pre-order. It's pretty cool. All the knobs are on the front now, which is good.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all. I wanted to share that. I didn't think it was going to be met with tons of hate and disdain from one of you. Sorry if this hand-built pedal is not cheap enough for you.
While he's over here, like, about to pull the trigger on a pedal that he's never wanted before.
Yeah. Who do you think you are?
The heart wants what it wants.
You really want the Pack Rat that bad?
I don't know. Do I?
You have a
exactly.
DRV. Are you really going to have 2 Rat pedals on your board?
I don't know.
Dude,
Mark
if
Johnson
you...
likes 2 DRVs.
Listen to me. If you're thinking about getting a pack rat, don't.
Linda.
And listen. And instead, I'm not even going to recommend it because I don't want you to get what I was going to recommend.
Don't. I don't want you to recommend it.
Everybody else out there, though, if you're not Phil, if you're thinking about getting a pack rat,
if you're going to suggest it,
don't get it. Instead, just buy a Carolina wave cannon because it's.
Yeah.
Hey, that's one of the settings.
I have
on
one
the
of those.
pack rat, so.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's the only one that's cool on there. Well, not the only one that's cool, but it's the
I have
coolest
one of those,
on there.
and it's pink.
Yeah, I have one, and it's red.
And I also have a rat from the 90s.
And I don't have a rat at all, so.
But it doesn't have the LM308 or whatever the original op amp was, which is kind of a bummer. But it's still cool.
I don't know that it matters, but.
I don't think it just does to like collectors or whatever.
Yeah, is it? But it's like it's the Rat 2 that you have
Yeah.
in the same enclosure that they use now. Or is it like the old square one that's just like flat?
It's not flat. It's the angled one.
Yeah. Tight.
Guys.
Tight.
I'm kind of pissed off that I was apparently using the wrong mic all night. It sounds like.
I don't know.
Who knows?
We'll never know. The world may never know.
I mean, if you do figure it out by
say?
listening to it, just don't tell me. How's that?
Don't tell him. Don't send us a message.
I already have people posting pictures of just ugly people and saying, "Hey, this looks like you, Cole." So
I get that all the time too.
does it really look like me, or is it just another ugly person?
Don't send a Marco Polo about it.
People posting pictures of gentlemen who look like they're in some like militia. From,
exactly. Like they were with Ammon Bundy or whatever that guy's name was. They're like, "Hey, this guy looks like you fat piece of crap."
Incredibly rude. Incredibly
But
rude.
thanks for friendship, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah.
Not to anyone out there, just to the two of you, but
Just to us.
just to me.
Hey, Cole and Aaron, thanks for friendship.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Same back, right back at you, pal.